Look sharp.
In Toronto. You do
Super
too.
sharp. Thank you.
I checked to see what you guys were wearing. I wanted to wear a hoodie and be really, really black. I was like if I interviewed Kate Winslet in a hoodie, a champion hoodie.
I would have wanted to get in it because I'm like I would spend my life actually in like pajamas and hoodies.
Hey, you went black. You're on our team for the rest of eternity now.
Baby.
No.
Bring me on board.
So what took you to Idaho?
Medical conference. Are you a journalist? Mm-hmm. That would explain the questions.
How was it going in this mountain? You read the script, you guys know the approval that you're doing this. They say, yeah, we're filming on a mountain. What goes through your mind at that moment?
Early calls. We know we're going to get up really early because obviously, you know, sunlight and everything. It's going to be cold, we know that. There's only 2 of us on screen all the time, so I'm going to have to get on with my actor. And we did.
I think, you know, a certain degree of trepidation, but for me, incredible excitement, actually. I love extreme circumstances. I love the snow and actually really love the cold. Much more a cold person than a hot person, which is different for Idris.
Not me, I'm tropical. I like the heat. Not so much a snow guy.
I told that to Samuel L. Jackson. He was like, no, you don't. See, I'm more of a cold person myself. I prefer the cold.
No, you are not.
Yeah, no.
Genetically, you are not.
Oh my gosh. No, but it was, you know, it was facing a huge challenge. I mean, as Idris says, you know, there were just two of us on screen the whole time, and I think more than anything, the challenge was finding ways of keeping the story alive and interesting and truthful in the hopes that that would be the thing that held the audience's attention for the length of the movie. That was really the biggest challenge, to be honest.
In all of those elements, how did you feel having to do an accent when he didn't have to?
I spend most of my time playing Americans in a funny kind of a way, and I am at a point now in my career, having done it so many times, but luckily I don't have to think about it quite as much as I used to.
She's a genius. And in between takes, she would talk to me in her English accent, we would run joke, and then she'd go back to American accent. When I'm acting as an American, I have to talk in American all the time. It drives my family and friends crazy because they think I've gone crazy. But I can't do what she does, which is just switch back and forth. I was like, wow, you're amazing. How do you do that?
And you get to take a bath. You get to go into this freezing lake, and you really did that like a bunch of times. What are you built of? Like, how do you do that?
Well, so first of all, I kept waiting for someone to come and measure me up for my wetsuit and my dry suit, and this moment kept not happening, and I got getting a bit confused. And then I suddenly went, actually, hang on a minute. No one's really talking to me about that scene. And I went to my stunt double and I said, Janine, what's happening with that whole thing? She's like, oh yeah, I've got my whole dry suit set up. It's good, I'm good. I'm like, but where's my suit? She went, oh, no. She's like, honey, you're not going in. I was like, what? Okay, where's the director? I said, honey, I have to go in the water. He said, you can't, insurance, the studio won't let you. It's freezing cold out here, Kate, blah, blah. I was like, no. You won't be able to get the shots that I know that you want if we're trying to cobble together a couple of close-ups in a studio. What the hell is that about? Yeah. So I really wanted to do it. Plus, water's nice. I'm the water and ice girl. I mean, I know this. I have got some experience with this. So what we did was we submerged a large barrel, really, like sort of overly sized, hot tub-sized barrel under the ground and filled it with regular cold water. Okay. If I had gone into true ice cold, I would have died of shock. Yeah. But it was still cold because, of course, if it had been warm, you would have been able to see steam rising and the whole thing we would have been rumbled. Yeah. It was being dragged through the snow by Idris, soaking wet and being dropped in the snow. Actually, it's a little sequence that has ended up not making it into the film, but that was really the hardest part for Idris as well. Physically having to pull, my whole entire body weight plus soaking wet clothes, plus that huge brace on my leg, sopping wet out of the snow on sheet ice. That was really tough for Idris. So that whole sequence was
absolutely.
But it was hardcore.
You're going to ask me to go look for the dog, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man. Hey! Yeah, boy. What are you doing? What are you eating? Been holding out on us.
Ben?
Alex! Alex! Come on! Alex!
After this movie, you're gonna be Man Crush Monday for a whole new group of people. So congrats to you. You're gonna have even more women in.
Okay. But don't, ladies, if you're thinking of, crashing on any mountains, I'm not your guy. Okay. On the beach, I am your guy.
Godzilla!
Yeah.
Zilla bitch.